Hi, I'm Emily. You've seen me in a couple videos.
Just because your dog's covered in hair doesn't mean your car has to be.
You thieves! And something I don't know how to do yet is use a dual action polisher to polish a car. So I thought I'd ask Henry to teach me since it's a little intimidating. I've never held one, I've never used one, and apparently it's pretty easy.
And you recently just got a dark colored car, right?
Yes.
So you wipe it improperly, you wash it improperly, you do a lot of things that's not proper to the paint, you're gonna end up with those scratches and swirls on the surface of your car. So using this polisher, anyone can polish. This polisher is so easy to use, anyone can do it. Anyways guys, let's go right into the video. This right here, this is the TORQ X. Now the TORQ X can be used by professionals and beginners. It is a dual action polisher, and I also added these lines to our backing plate. So whenever you are polishing on the surface of the car, if you don't see these lines rotating, Emily, that means you're pushing too hard.
What does dual action mean?
The dual action means it's going to spin in a random orbital. Compared to like a rotary, it's going to spin like a clock, just one motion.
Okay.
So whenever someone is beginning to polish a car, I always recommend doing a dual action polisher. Now the reason being is a dual action polisher, it's super forgiving. You cannot burn paint with it. So you could lean on it, you could sit on it, you could do whatever, you could put so much pressure on it, you won't damage paint whatsoever.
Cool.
So this is our polisher. It does have variable speeds from 1 all the way down to 6. Speed setting 1 is going to be for spreading the product.
Okay.
Then speed setting 6 is going to be for working in the products. Now, depending on the clear coat you're working with, whether it's like a super aggressive clear coat, such as like BMWs and Mercedes, they have really hard clear coats, you can keep it up speed setting 6. If you have very delicate paint, you could also keep it like 4 or 5. But in this occasion, this Hyundai needs a deep cut, so that's why we're keeping it on speed 76.
How do you know if you have delicate paint?
How do you know how you have delicate paint? You can search it up either on forums, you could do a test spot. I always recommend doing a test spot, like somewhere you can't notice it. Don't do it on the hood because you'll see the hood, you'll see the door panel. Do it somewhere where no one can see. If you like the correction you're getting, continue on the whole entire car. If you're not liking the correction, you might have to get a heavier compound, you might have to get a heavier polish, or you might do a multi-step polish. Our next product we'll be going over is going to be C4, Clear Cut Correction Compound. Now this C4 compound is going to help me remove aggressive swirl marks or scratches that are seen on the surface of the paint. A polish is just going to refine the finish, because whenever you are using a compound, Emily, what ends up happening is you're gonna be cutting so much deep into your clear coat that sometimes you need to refine it, bring back the shine, so that's what a polish is going to do.
Okay.
Next product is going to be polishing pad conditioner. So you'll give it 1 spritz onto your polishing pad, and then you'll start working on the product. Now the reason why you want to use a polishing pad conditioner is to reduce friction on the surface of the paint. And then the last 2 products we have on the table is going to be an orange pad and a white pad. So orange one is going to be for C4 correction compound, and then the white one is going to be for P4 for the polish. So any other questions you might have?
No.
Do you know what we already did to this hood before you came down to polish?
Did we wash it and clay it?
Yeah, we did wash it and we also clayed it. So just touch the surface. It's smooth compared to that side. So we have a tape down the middle, just so we can show you guys a 50-50 at home, the correction that Emily's going to be achieving using these 2 products, these 2 pads, and the TORQ X. So enough talking. Well, now we're gonna get working.
Okay.
All right. Okay, Emily, so now what I always recommend doing is going to the surface of the paint and inspecting it. So we have a flashlight right here. I'll turn it on, and you can see that all of these scratches and swirls, not only is it deceiving the look of this car, but there's also water spots. And all of this is just imperfections. So what ends up happening is you might get a microfiber towel in the near future, you forget to use a quick detail spray, or you just start wiping it down improperly. This is what's gonna happen. But today we'll be doing correction on this, because whenever you have scratches and swirls, you can correct them. You can bring back the lustrous shine you always had whenever you bought your brand new car. So now we're gonna be getting our TORQ X polisher. I'll be doing the first demonstration, and then after that I'll pass it over to you, and then we'll have you finish the hood.
Cool.
All right. So I got my TORQ X. What else do I need?
The orange pad.
Okay, the orange pad. And
C4.
C4. All right, C4. Not C4 just because C comes before P in the alphabet, but C4 because it corrects faster, right? So now what you want to do is I'll flip over my pad, make sure it's aligned. So these quantum pads are actually at an angle, so your polishing backing plate will never hit the paint, okay? So I'll get my C4, I'll shake it up. I'm gonna be applying 5 dime-sized drops. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 dots. I'll be getting my polishing pad conditioner. It's actually off. There it is. 1, 2 sprays. Then I'll go to the area I am working on. I'll blotch it out. And you can see that there's a curve right here, right? So whenever you're dealing with curves on a car, it could be a little bit more difficult. So whenever I'm going to be working in the product, I'll be coming over it, back over, back over, back over. And then to correct this side, I'll be going upwards right here.
Okay.
So instead of having the machine like this, it's gonna stall on me. I don't want that.
Okay.
All right, so I'll blotch it out. And then on speed setting 1, like I mentioned to you, we're gonna spread out the product. Now you always want to spread out the product on speed setting 1. This is just because obviously like you're wearing a black sweater, I'm wearing a black shirt. I don't want all the product to splatter all over me. I want to look clean and be professional. So just spread it out on speed setting 1. I'll turn it off. I'll put the machine back on. Now go to speed setting 6, and I'll start working it in side to side, up and down until it's clear.
Okay.
Okay? And then you'll start seeing these lines. I'll show you what not to do. So if you were to turn it on, and right now they're not spinning. You don't want that. You want to see them spin.
Okay.
So very light pressure on it. So I worked it in on that side. Now I'm gonna do the bottom side. Like I mentioned to you, I wasn't gonna get this little edge because whenever a car gets painted, this little edge right here has very minimal clear coat and I don't wanna damage it. So that's why I'm going to be working upwards. And I want you to pay attention to the backing plate. If it stalls on me, that means I'm putting too much pressure or the machine's not flat. You always want to keep the machine flat, okay? Once I'm done, I'll put the polisher off to the side. I'll get a clean microfiber towel and just buff off the residue.
Can you see while you're doing it if it worked, or do you have to wipe it off to see?
You have to wipe it off.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially on dark color cars, you'll start seeing all the imperfections come out. And like just by looking from this side to this side got darker.
Yeah.
Now, we still need to refine it, so there is going to be some micro swirls or scratches that might be still on there, and that's perfectly fine because the polish is going to take care of that. So we're going to be doing a two-step polish on this paint just to bring out the shine and reflection once again. Now, the owner of this car, we know him, but we don't know when the last time he was actually polished it, and his car has seen a lot of wear and tear. I'll flip it over to another clean side and just buff off the residue. And just by looking at that, we did bring out some type of clarity to the surface of the paint. Now we're just gonna be doing the whole entire panel, but now it's gonna be your turn. I'll be inspecting, I'll be making sure everything's fine. And then after that, we'll be doing the next step, which is going to be P4 polish.
Okay.
Any questions before you get started?
No.
No? All right. So I'm passing you, not the wand, but the polisher.
Okay.
Here you go, here's your polisher. You want to put the cord over your shoulder.
Okay.
Now, you know why you want to put it over your shoulder?
So you don't trip on it.
So you won't. No. So you actually won't be banging it up against the paint.
Okay.
Because water-based paint, scratches. You touch it, you lean on it, someone writes on it, wash me, scratching. Don't do that.
Okay.
Now here's your bottle. I'll add 5 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me get you some pad conditioner. Now you'll blotch it out onto the area.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. Just,
Like this area?
yeah.
Okay. Keep going? All the way to the...
Just right there.
Okay.
Okay, so now you're gonna put the polish on the surface. Speed setting 1, turn on the machine, and spread it out only. Just spread it out fast, it can be fast. Yeah. All right, now we can turn it off. Now we're gonna put it back on the surface. Bump it up to speed setting 6.
Okay.
Turn it on. I'll grab on this side, this way. Go a little bit slower, yeah.
How many times do you do it in one turn?
Now we gotta do this side. So remember on this side, we do have this curve. Now whenever you're working it in, you're gonna be going up and down, just slightly. Make sure these lines are still spinning.
Okay.
And this is for any beginner. If you guys are barely starting to polish, I recommend putting these lines right here with a Sharpie. Put some black lines. If it's spinning, you're cutting. If it's not spinning, it is not cutting. So now, same exact process.
Okay.
Turn it back on speed 76. Just working side to side, up and down. Now we're gonna get a towel and we're gonna remove the residue. I'll help you out. Got a towel. Let's see the correction that Emily did on this Hyundai. Just by doing one single pass, Emily, you can see that the correction you made is great. Now, one thing that we did miss right here, we missed this blending area. So on previous passes, you always want to blend, just so you can ensure you have an even finish throughout the whole entire paint. So right here, we see a little blotch, a little minor scratch and swirl. That's perfectly fine whenever you're a beginner. But on previous passes, always blend it so it could be a universal fit. Now, it's just time for us to do C4 on this side, and then we'll get back to you guys to do P4. Okay, so we just finished polishing out this whole entire side of this Hyundai. Emily, great job. And I always recommend doing a two-step polish, C4 and P4, just so you can bring out more shine, more reflection, and the paint finish on your car is perfect. Now, C4 did an extremely great job at removing deep scratches and swirls, but now P4, what it's designed to do is to bring out shine and get any micro swirls or scratches that C4 unfortunately couldn't take out. So all I'm gonna do now, Emily, is just remove this pad. I'll pass this over to you.
Okay.
We're gonna do the same exact process, but now we'll be using P4. All right, shake up the bottle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Polishing pad conditioner. Don't worry, it got on the paint.
Oh, it smells good.
It smells like fruit.
It's really good.
All right, so now we're gonna let you do this right here in the middle, and then
Okay.
I'll do the curvature because
That's good.
you had a little bit more difficult time doing that. So just go right there,
Blot it
blotch it out.
out?
Hold on
Okay.
before anything. You're
Uh-huh.
aha, blotch it out.
Okay. All the way up?
Right back this way. You always want to work like in a small area,
Okay.
just so you won't get overwhelmed. Whenever you start becoming more of a professional, you'll start doing a lot more.
Okay.
Speed sanding 1, and then you can just spread it out fast.
Okay.
All right, now bump it up to speed sanding 6, and work it in.
Slowly.
Yeah. A little slower. So now we'll be getting a secondary towel that's completely clean to remove P4 perfection polish away from the surface of the paint. Do you know why, Emily? Compared to just using like this towel right here?
Because it has C4 on it.
Yeah, so C4 has heavier abrasives in it. So if I was to go back in here, I do not want to re-scratch the surface that you just polished, all right? So get a clean microfiber towel, come back, we're gonna remove the residue. And I want you to look at this, Emily. I don't know if the camera can catch it on, but this side is getting a lot darker than this side. That's because P4 perfection polish is bringing out more shine to the paint and refining the finish. So just look at that. It looks darker on this side compared to that side. Look at those results compared to these results over here.
Wow.
So you could have been happy with this, but doing the two-step, like, you know, like the song, like, two-step, you know that song?
No.
Oh, so doing a two-step is going to get you a better finish in the long run. So we're gonna finish up polishing out this side with P4. Once we're completely done, we're gonna pull off the tape and show you guys the results we achieved using the TORQ, P4, C4, pad conditioner, towels. Enough talking, more polishing. Aha. Everyone in the comment section will be like, Emily, come do my car. And guess what we'll reply? Aha. Speed setting 1, spread.
Okay.
And then bump it up right there. When in doubt, buff it out. Look at that correction.
Looks so good.
Yeah. So, you finish up your part. Let me just do this part. We'll peel off the tape.
Cool.
Blotch it out. Because everybody's scared to polish.
Why?
Because they never do what you do. Spread it out.
Now up to 6?
Yeah.
Should I go up and down for this one? How am I doing?
Move it. Look, not bad at all.
Check it out.
What do you think?
I think I crushed it.
You crushed it. Yep, you did.
Cool.
So now I will remove the tape
Okay.
and let's see the results we achieved. So, fun fact, actually Emily wanted to do this side. So she did the whole entire side with P4. You good there? It's so shiny, she's tipping over, but don't get lost in the shine, Emily. If I remove that, look what we started with, Emily. Come over here. Compared to the correction we got.
Oh my God. Looks great.
2 products, 1 polisher. Look at the result.
Very cool.
So if I get the light once again, Emily, look, scratches, clear. Scratches, clear. Scratches, clear. Clear,
Nice.
scratches, clear, scratches. There you guys have it. You guys can see the amazing results we achieved using P4, C4, and the TORQ X on this black Hyundai. Specifically, I chose this car because she does have a dark color car. How do you feel about polishing now, Emily?
I feel good. I feel like I can do it as a beginner, and you can too.
Those are the wise words from Emily. As always, if you guys would like to pick up any of the products that we use in today's video, you already know where to find it, chemicalguys.com, or drive down to your local detail garage. As always, don't forget to comment down below if you guys want to see Emily back, whether you want her to see how to clean undercarriage, wheels, interior, the list goes on. The comment that gets the most likes, that's the video should do. And Emily, I think your friend came here, a caterpillar. You like caterpillars?
Oh,
I lost it.
don't kill it. Oh, Henry.
It died.